Hey everyone, this is Fulton at Laser Loot Air Student Radio. This is my music room for the 9th, I believe, of December. This is part 2. Today we're going to go through the vinyl that I've been listening to for the past few weeks. So yeah, let's get started. As always, a land acknowledgement for Skagits, Snohomish peoples, whose lands I thrive, survive, and profit off of. Anyways, first up, Krungbin 45, Summer Madness. Just got this in the mail from the UK. Cover of the infamous Kool in the Gang track. You should know it. It's a staple in the Krungbin repertoire and a staple in psychedelia funk. Krungbin again, Christmas Time is Here. Cover of Vince Guaraldi's classic and Wolfpack's 45 Back Pocket, which I've shown before. Lots of 45s just to celebrate the holidays with the family. Steely Dan, Countdown to Ecstasy. I've shown this before. Great technical, tight album by Steely Dan. Very fun. King of the World. The guitar work on that track is absolutely amazing. And apologies if I squint a lot. I don't have my glasses on. Slough by Naked Giants, their first album. Great, classic rock, grungy Seattle garage band. Wonderful stuff. I've shown it before. I got a new record here. Miles Davis and the Modern Jazz Giants. Thelonious Monk, Milt Jackson, John Coltrane, Percy Heath, Kenny Clark. They're the ones who mainly play on this album, along with a plethora of others. Super tight. Just some absolute legends, like truly modern jazz giants, all over this album. It's powerful, it's intense. I can't really say much more about it. You just gotta listen to it. Shout out to my aunt and uncle for getting that for me. It's on blue vinyl. It's really pretty, and yeah, it's just super solid jazz. Definitely puts you in a New York club in the 50s. But it's kind of, I feel like I'm in a fancy club because I got vibes going. It's not just the jazz trio. We got some percussion in there. Up next, Dix, These People, first pressing, 1985, off the Alternative Tentacles label. If you haven't heard of Dix, they are probably one of the most influential punk bands, content-wise. They definitely had some left-leaning tendencies, but the most important thing, to me at least, is they had a female identifying drummer. What is their name? Lynn Perko. And then their lead vocalist, Gary Floyd. Gary Floyd is an absolute badass. He's a southern Texas man that is gay, openly gay, and he would sing about it. And like cross-dress and punk, like in the early 80s. And to me, that is just so badass, as an ally of the LGBTQ plus community. Like, I'm just astonished that, someone who's in such a marginalized identity has such pride and such power. It's like something, that I struggle with regarding like my racial identity, for instance. But Gary Floyd is just an absolute badass, and his badassery really reflects on that album. The first side's a little more bluesy, going into his work with Sister Double Happiness, which is more of a blues rock group that's harder. And side 2 is definitely more straight-ahead punk. That sounds really familiar to the Dead Kennedys. I mean, Klaus Floride produced the album, so what do you expect? The guitar tones, the drum patterns, it's all very similar, but Dix, These People, highly recommend it. Super fun, lots of energy, it makes you want to get out of your seat. And then knowing who Gary Floyd is as a person and his identity, it just makes the album way more special, and it's just beautiful. I'm planning on getting all of Dick's albums on vinyl soon. This album's just really sparked it for me. Yeah, so I definitely recommend checking out Dick's. They're an intense band, but very great. I learned about them through Guar, actually. I don't listen to Guar a lot, but I listen to their What's in Your Bag with Amoeba Music when we could still do those in person. Up next, I don't know if I've shown this yet, but Thrust by Herbie Hancock. This is the follow-up to Headhunters. Headhunters band here on the back. Look how snazzy that 80s picture is. Listen to this and wrote an article. I'm still not done with the article. But yeah, Thrust is amazing. Some really great jazz fusion funk, but not with like the keyboards and everything. It's very well rounded, very constructed and improvised, I would say. It's a great follow up to Headhunters, and I think it's well deserving of being under the Headhunters label. I'm getting into more and more 70s Herbie Hancock, Man Child, Mwandi, I believe I don't know how you pronounce it. I can see it in my head. All those albums, they're great and so out there, and so fun. Also the art is wonderful. I'll just pull this back up again. But I guess like the artist that does this is considered Afrofuturism. I mean, it is. Look at Herbie. He's flying in space like the video game No Man's Sky. But yeah, it's like Machu Picchu as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's just so amazing. It's artistic as heck. Excuse me. And I just really love it. Some good stuff. Alongside that Krungbin 45 I showed, the Summer Madness, I got this. Their Late Night Tales release, which was delayed, but it wasn't delayed too much. I think it's supposed to get here before the holiday of Christmas this year, but whatever. It's coming from the UK. We're in a pandemic, it's fine. And some great cuts here. I definitely recommend this if you're looking to get in some different tunes. I don't know if you can see that, but the ones I'd like to point out at least are, let's see here. Brillantes del Vuelo. I know that when the springtime comes. Texas Outfit, they're good. George Yangi plus Nadia Band. I probably butchered that. Just search up this album. I recommend that. Maxwell Udo, I like it. Don't Stop. It's very great. And what else do I have to go to? I just want to hear more Jeffrey Muller's solo work. I fell in love with him with Will Van Horn. Follow him on Instagram at Cajun Banjo. He's amazing. He's an icon. He is an amazing bass player and does beautiful embroidery and has the snazziest style of all bassists I've seen. But they got Tierney Malone on to do a transmission for Jen. No scene. Number 1. I want to hear number 2. I want to hear number 3. I want to hear number 0. Jeffrey Mueller and Tierney Malone just go off. And if I was to hear Jeffrey Mueller, play banjo in real life, I don't know how I would react. They comment about that Krungbin in the liner notes. And just knowing him primarily as a bassist for Will Van Horn, it's just, I just want to see how it translates because he's an amazing musician. And yeah, that's about it. So definitely check out Jeffrey Mueller, apologies, my dear sir, on Instagram at Cajun Banjo. And check out Will Van Horn. They released pedal steel guitar a couple years ago, and it's great. After that, or actually rather before that, Idols Ultramono. I've talked about this before. Idols is a great band. They're very fun. This one, more straight ahead than the other works. I've talked about that. More in your face, punk. But nevertheless, fun, great music. Head getting face smashed by a ball. Can't really say much more. Yeah, it's still, Ultramono's still growing on me. I just can't really say much about it because I haven't listened to it a lot. I just got it because I wanted to support the band in my local record store. One of my local record stores. But yeah, it's good. I mean, at this point, I'm preferring Brutalism and Joy's and Act Resistance before. That's about it. And yeah, that's all my vinyl for this week. This one's a lot shorter than all the CDs I listened to. I listened to quite a lot of CDs in my new player, my TIAC. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. I'll be back with episodes just on Tuesdays next week, hopefully. I'm quite busy in the coming weeks, and school's starting again soon. But Laser's still live. I'm still live. I guess I am Laser at the moment. Who knows? That's a joke. But yeah, be sure to check out our Instagram, Lute Air Student Radio. It's just Laser Radio. Our YouTube is Lute Air Student Radio. There's all kinds of different social media platforms that you can find there. And this has been Fulton with Fulton's Music Room, Vinyl Edition Part 2. So yeah, hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay healthy. Just take it one day at a time, and don't be afraid of giving yourself self-care time. That's one thing I found that is really helpful, is like if you need to shut out the world for, 3 hours, do it, or an entire night, like hold some responsibility. But just give yourself some time, because we all need it. We all deserve it. We are we in this world. There's us, but you're the only person's life that you can change. So I hope all you guys have a wonderful day, and yeah, enjoy. If you listen to music, drop a comment. If you made it this far, I dare you to DM me. You know how to find me. All right, have a wonderful day, everyone.